stable and reasonable enough, I will probably play and stream it again. But until that happens, no. Keep. Lost another coin flip. This is not a good deck to lose coin flips. And again, like, look at this hand. This hand really just wants more shards. I kept feeling like I wanted more shards, so playing 24 seems fine. And you gotta remember, basically every shard, so this champion, for 4 charges, deals 4 damage to our opponent. Just take the shotgun and blast it upstairs. So, like, every shard is basically a point of damage that we draw in quantities of 4, so... Main deck Withering Touch. Alright, pick your favorite. Probably losing Burning Tendrils. I guess we could lose Fireball too. Yeah. He doesn't have a lot of troops in his deck. You're fine, Jake. You wanna come sit by Dad? Matriarch really wants thresholds. Plus fireballs, like, between matriarchs, fireballs, and, like, our champion activation, like... That's sad, we're gonna lose our matriarch. No, you can't have those cards, I'm sorry. Here, you want this? You want that?
No.
No? Well, that's what you get. You can't have the magic cards. Those are Dad's cards. No, Coach, you don't play one bad card to make up for playing a small hedge. You just don't play the hedge. Like, Crimson Clarity is not a good hex card. Alright, so this is worth 1 point of damage. So, ow! Ow, D. You're heavy, and you crushed Dad's foot. Alright, so he's going to 16 off of this. He's going to 12 off of this. He's going to 9 off of this. He's going to 7 off of this. We'll run some burn spells off and kill him, hopefully, here. I don't think you guys know what Riposte was updated to do. That card was updated between the PTR and now for reference. Okay, Eulogy's a card that could let him race us here. Hopefully we hit him like a Mama Yeti or another Matriarch. Matriarch would be great. Another burn. That's not very good. I think I'm going to hold this shard because in case we draw a Matriarch. So his guys are going to get pretty big pretty fast. So this is going to come in as a 2-2. Alright, Burning Tendrils isn't bad because it's going to let us kill his one next turn. Alrighty, so that puts him to 7. He might kill this here. He's getting pretty low. Yeah, I think that he should definitely kill that. And I played out the shard now because we probably want to Burning Tendrils plus double burn our opponent. I agree. These are definitely... His deck's pretty sweet. We've got draws to kill him here, though, which is nice. So this puts him to 6, this puts him to 4, this puts him to 2. He might kill his guy in response here. Hero Fall won't let him kill his own guy. He could have another Rock Cast, I suppose. If he has another Rock Cast, I don't hate using it on his guy here. Nihilist with the 713 sub. Welcome back. Thank you for the continued support. I do appreciate it. Burn you. Burn you. Okie doke. I think so. The problem with this is, I think he has a removal spell here. I'm pretty sure he has a removal spell here. If he doesn't have Rock Cast, he's dead. And if he does have Rock Cast, we get redraws to kill him. Hero Fall says opponent's troop, so he can't Hero Fall his guy if that's what he has. But this depends on the troop surviving when it resolves to deal damage to the controller. GG, can't kill my own Dreadling because Hero Fall says opponents. Yep. Yep. Alright, so as okay as the Burning Tendrils were that game, I don't think we want them. I think I'd much rather just have, like, Ember Spire Witches. And so what this does is it puts target action, says at the end of your turn, if this is in your hand, revert it and put it... Okay. I was uninformed on what this does, so we can actually hit Inquisitor. I don't think we want all of them. I think I just want, like, 2-2 split there. I guess Burn seems kind of medium. It is there's extra reach to jump up and kill him, though. I'm going to try this. Let's just do 2-2. Kind of. Searing Blood does 2 and then 3. This always does damage to your opponent, whereas Searing Blood depends on the creature dying for it to do damage. This also has an empower mechanic called Empower, which means we can double all the numbers on this card if we want to. And looks great. Baby Yeti on the prowl. Got the old nut straw. Baby Yeti on 1 nut straw. Opponent mulligan to 5 because it's a bad matchup for them. Probably looking for specific cards. Remember, you don't get bonus points for dying with cards in your hand. You should mulligan aggressively against the aggressive decks. Else they gonna run you down. And they might still run you down, but you want to give yourself the best possible chance. Ooh, a piece of candy. Is this an AA Baby Yeti? I don't know. I just clicked whatever Baby Yeti I had. Riposte transforms all the thresholds into Ruby. And now we get to do our best Oprah impersonation. He draws a card, and we draw a card, and he draws a card, and we draw a card. Everybody draws cards. This card's so powerful. Oh, Mama's home, and she's angry. Oh, that's clever. Look at that. That is the same artwork as the guy that's chasing the Baby Yeti. Look at that. We've come full circle. I think we just hold up riposte for this attack. If he goes to kill our... He can't kill our guy, right? I guess he could have actual kill. Another Mama Yeti. Crackling Bolt you. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just going to play this deck, I think, until we push all the clunky mid-range decks out of the format. He's just like super de-duper dead. Yeah, you got a vampire princess. By that, I mean you're dead. Mama is home and she's hangry. This deck is, there's one card that's a little bit expensive. The Matriarch of the Flames costs some money, but the rest of the deck's pretty cheap. Even with the Matriarch of the Flames, it's probably right around $100. What do we just get to? Or 187. All right, I have to run upstairs and make some bottles really quick because it's almost nap time for my youngest. So I'm gonna take a quick bottle break for the kids. I'll be right back, and we're gonna light some more people on fire. that? Want a coin flip? Recon by fire. Well, there's going to be some fire this game, friend. And Jay just said enjoy the easy win. That's how we're playing this. I'm just going to play this deck and farm some rank until we're playing only mirrors, or until people have realized they need to respect this deck and their deck building and card selections. Oh, that's a mama Yeti. That's actually better. I don't know why I thought that was another baby Yeti. I just glanced at it. All Yetis look the same. I think I'm actually going to kill this, because I think this represents more than 2 points of damage over the course of the game here. He's definitely trading if I give him the option. Well, kind of wish I would have saved the burn now, but that's fine. If he plays another blocker, we'll just burn it down as well. Burn it to the ground. Probably playing Fog, maybe? It could be a Brew too, so that's new. He just said he thought he had a Sapphire Shard in his hand. Well, you've made Mama Yeti angry. People, and this often happens in TCGs, people just like forget the decks that were good in the previous season were decks, and they stop respecting them when they start building new decks. Alright, so probably want the Burning Tendrils. He's definitely bringing in a bunch of life gain, so I want all of the Ember Spire Witches, and probably want these Ripostes. Burn doesn't seem particularly good. And he's got troops, but maybe I don't want all the Burning Tendrils. Let's do this. See how it feels. Work messages. They're amusing sometimes. Oh, you know what? What am I doing? Let's just save with that real quick. Almost forgot about Mindspire against the Winterboot deck. Yeah, thank you, Crispy. It's moving faster than I'm thinking. So, this hand doesn't have any permanent base damage in it, but I guess this is technically permanent base damage. I'm going to keep it. Got 6 charges in it. Yeah, it looks like he's playing the Fog deck, which Mindspire is going to be excellent against. Yep, sign me up. So our low starting life total does mean I'm going to need to, like, mow down his idiots, though. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to kill one of these guys. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to kill his first guy here, just because they're gonna mow us down pretty quickly with our 17 starting life. Champ power is 4 charges, deal 4 damage to the opponent. It's a big old shotgun blast, middle finger to the face. I'm just gonna go 3, 4, and the game will probably be over. Ooh, gain 8 is pretty good though. All right. Takes the damage every time he draws a card here. He likely brought in answers to these. He should know this is coming. The question will be how long it takes him to find one. Hey, look, more things that draw cards. And we do have to worry about dying to these dorks. That's a good draw. I think we're actually playing defense. This could get verdict to the Ancient Kings. It didn't. Yeah, I think I'm trading this with one of his guys at this point. It's like these Mind Pyres are a lot of damage over a lot of turns. Yeah. Alright, he's on the aggro plan. Draws a card, takes 2. So this is trading with this. Yes. Yes. Dream Dance. Yes. So this, every troop in his deck says whenever it enters play, you draw a card and discard a card. So I'm going to trade here, take 5 down to 8. Why? I guess he just wants blockers for the crackback. That's fine. Rage Fire is much better here. I'm supposed to Crackling Bolt one of these guys? I think I am. Just like cut his clock in half. With the double Mind Spire in play, probably just dead. Draws a card, takes 2. Plays that, draws a card, takes 2. Plays this, draws 2 cards, takes 4, gains 4, sure. Oh, that drew how many cards? 1, 2, 3. Alrighty, yep. And this doesn't draw any extra cards, doesn't take any damage, that's fine. Alright, so this gains him 8. Is this the Dream Dance issue? I thought they said they were banning that card until... I thought they tweeted that they were banning the card from the format until they fixed it. Yeah, this must not be true. Alright. Weird. Okay. I'm gonna go put my youngest down for a nap. Hopefully he'll concede. Alright, D, nap time. Well, that's really annoying. Alright, well, I guess we'll just give up. Oh, I can't concede either? Man, that's savage. He's a person on the internet. He thinks he knows everything. Pre-hero of all, I've averaged 3 to 4 wins since I'm obviously doing something wrong, but it's still quite frustrating. It's funny, my wife had, during set 3 Evos, she was doing fairly well, and then during set 4, she wasn't doing terribly well, and set 5 drop, she's been doing very reasonably. He said, let's try without Dream Dance. Alrighty. Yeah, that sounds pretty reasonable to play. And again, we do just want to draw some shards here. We don't have any turn 1 or turn 2 threats, but we're just gonna like probably Rage Fire his Dome. Play Matriarch on 3 and hopefully Mama Yeti on 4. So this dork is probably gonna chump a Matriarch next turn anyway, so I'm just gonna go ahead and kill it with Rage Fire. He could have Transmog for this Matriarch. Okay, so Matriarch, this card's super sweet. We haven't looked at this yet. So it's a 3/3 with speed that whenever we gain a Ruby threshold, it gets +1/+1 permanently. And when we have 5 Ruby thresholds, if it attacks, it creates a burn to the ground, which is a deal X damage. Yeah, he said he had no idea. So, which I believe. And someone else commented that it's, yep, it's a pretty good landing post site. It's too bad we're gonna hit him for 8 next turn. And by too bad, I mean excellent. And by 8, I mean 9, 13. Rawr. This card has Crush for some reason, too. You just have to put a crappy Baby Yeti in your deck for it to be good. Alright, does he have 2 Karns then? If he has Shard's second Karn, he could be in an okay spot. And by okay, I mean still dead because we have Mama Yeti burn. Mama Yeti is angry! Angry Mama Yeti! Alright, let's board how we boarded last time. The Riposte in, the Mind Spire in, the Ember Spire, which is in. I cut the burns, and... Did I cut the Crackling Bolts? I cut the Burning Tendrils, right? And then 1 bolt. That seems fine. What am I actually saying? It's Mindpire, right? Mindpire? I thought I said Mindpire. Am I actually pronouncing that wrong? Or are you just guys just giving me crap? Ooh, this seems really good with a shard. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it. We're up to 24 shards. We're on the draw. Oh no! We lose. We get to play game 3 on the play. Rats. Rawr, baby Yeti. You can tell based on your opponent's plinth what your opponent's rank is. You can see how my opponent has the cosmic spinning one. Oh no, please be a rats. He could have just given me a resource there, which would have been really... I guess it wouldn't have been too bad for him because I have a lot of double ruby cards. Aha! My arsonists and I are coming to town. Would not be surprised to get timer folder transmogged here. Plinth is this thing that's around his deck here. The spinning glowy circle thing. It's the thing under their deck in crypt here. Never feel bad for asking a question. If we ever say something that you don't understand, ask. That's what we're here for. If I didn't want to answer questions, I just wouldn't stream. I would just sit in my basement and play Hex quietly on my own. Yeah, I'm gonna Rage Fire one of these dorks. I'm gonna wait. I'm waiting to play the Ember Spire Witch out because he has Carnosauruses in his deck, and I really want to have Fireball up when I play the Ember Spire Witch out. There is downside if he doesn't have the Karn and he has a Harvest Moon, though. Alright, there's the Ruby Shard. Yeah, I'm gonna lead on the Matriarch here. Yep, this is definitely downside to taking the line that I took here. I could have waited until I had another shard to play out to attack with this as a 4/4. I think you should spend your time and money in Hex playing whatever you enjoy. Like, the most profitable grind is still worse than just, like, having a job. So, like, if you're not having fun playing, you just shouldn't be playing. So, if you enjoy Constructed, you should play Constructed. If you're enjoying Limited, you should play whichever Limited format you find most enjoyable. That's my opinion on that. God, how funny it would be if we win this game. Yeah, Transmog here. Oh, there must be a Brown Fox on top of his deck? Oh, he just wanted to do that before he drew the cards, sure. What a blowout. Why is that in his deck? Well, thoroughly punished for not having played out this Ember Spire Witch sooner. I guess it would have gotten Transmog, so maybe it's not technically punished. Puts his Harvest Moons back in his deck. Gain 8, casual. Try and resolve this. Draws a card, takes the damage. Ember Spire Witch will also hold his troops at bay, which is nice. This is dealing 4, right? Yeah. Cards are too expensive to buy. So it's funny. I can always tell who's played what games when people talk about the price of cards and hex things, because like hex is I guess the best way to describe it is it's kind of expensive for a video game. It's not even, no, that's not even true. It's not expensive for a video game. Like video games regularly cost $60+. You can easily build a competitive constructed deck in hex for less than $60. So yeah, I think like, yeah, that's not even true. You can't. It's cheap for a TCG and it's evenly priced for a video game. I'm taking back what I was going to say about it being expensive for a video game, because it's not, because premier video games today cost $50 and $60, which is, I can buy a deck and ladder with less than that. And it's dirt cheap compared to Magic, but Magic's very expensive, so that's probably not a good metric like you said. Oh, I probably shouldn't have killed the one with the prophecy on it. And we're not winning this game. We lost our Mind Spire. I said it's adequately priced as a video game. I said it's cheap for a TCG, because TCGs are very expensive on average. Sure, but most video games you're doing one thing, so playing one deck in Hex is the same as doing one thing in a regular video game. Not to mention, most video games you're never going to play in a tournament that's realistically going to give you any chance of return. I mean, you can't even say that about most people. Like, you're basing your argument on broad generalizations against the population, which is just like a bad argument to make. That's pretty good. Blocks our Psychotic Arsonist. So, next turn... Weird, he's not blocking this turn. So, I'm going to go ahead and just attack with this and play Mindspire, and then next turn we have Arsonist plus... We have Arsonist plus Mindspire. Or Arsonist plus Riposte, sorry. That's reason to hold up the Fireball there that we drew these trade now. I think that's fine. Yeah, sure, but the difference with Hearthstone, and this is huge, like people ask me why I don't get into other CCGs, the risk of trying another CCG is really high compared to trying Hex, because if you actually put any money into it, your money's just gone. Like, you don't get a chance to get it back. Like Hex, I can sell back out if I want to or need to. This feels dirty. A Dingle-Wiz deck. I don't think the current... I don't think Hex is currently has cards that are designed to abuse Dinglewiz. This card's really good. Even with the rebalancing, it's really good. Sure. You can draw cards and I draw cards. That's fine. Why can't I play this? Oh, there we go. Actually, just gonna pass here, because if he transmogs the witch, I want to riposte it and then transmog his guy. This is pretty. This is pretty funny. Yep. Alright, opponent should just be dead here. Yep. Super dead to this Mind Spire. GG's opponent. Oh, let's see just how high we can ladder this afternoon. You dancing? Dance, 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 dance. Dance, 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 dance. Who are we lighting on fire next, Jake? You know what the estimated cost of this deck is? I'm not sure offhand. Okay, probably about $100. This card's like 15 right now. The four copies of this are half the cost of the deck. The Rage Fires are half of the other half, and then the rest of it's pretty cheap. Hey, why are you laying on the floor? Looks like a bad coin flip to lose. Can I help you? Ugh. Getting hit by the bolt spasm here. TCG browsers' prices are usually wrong in my experience. I think I'm supposed to Rage Fire his guy. We just, like, don't have enough starting life to keep taking hits from this, even if I wanted to play this. Interesting. Is that Ardent? It's not. Okay. Again, I just don't think we have enough life to take hits from this. So this Rage Fire does 4 since we already played 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and pass here. Next turn we go Matriarch, play Ruby Shard, crack for 4. The following turn we play Matriarch, play another Ruby Shard, crack for 9, make some burn to the grounds. Hopefully he plays something smaller than this. He could put his Bolt Spasm back in his hand. 3/3, sure. So I'm going to go ahead and play Matriarch here. I'm going to play a Ruby Shard, which gives this 1/1 permanently. We'll play Baby Yeti post-combat as a blocker. Just off to the races here. And this puts him to 17 or 13. Next turn we'll play this, and this is 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll get some burn to the grounds in our hand. Purify is good against Prophecy Burn. That's good against just anyone playing Lightning Pause Sight. So the fact that he brought the 3/1 back to his hand means I'm going to leave this. I'm not going to chump this here. Alright, so I'll play Matriarch here. Play this Shard to make it a 4/4. Play this Psychotic Arsonist. I'm going to go ahead and crack with both these. If he wants to trade here, that's fine with me. Oh, you know what I probably should have done? I probably should have just attacked with this and then burned this to the ground. I would definitely bring it in against just Lightning Pause Sight Evolution. It draws a card. Like the floor is pay to cycle it. The ceiling is pay to cycle it, counter one of their most powerful cards in their deck. Like that's huge upside. Not to mention a lot of the decks that are playing Lightning Pause Sight are also playing escalation cards, and it resets all of the escalation cards that they've played up until that point. Battle him to make his guys larger. Is he attacking with anything here? Alright, so what am I doing here? Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to trade. Or chump. So I play this. Fireball was an okay draw. Makes this a 5/5. Play Mama Yeti out. Crunch with my 2 nerds. Crunch with this 2. No, I'm just going to crunch with these 2 nerds. Yeah. And then if he double blocks, he dies to the fireball, so he's probably not doing that. He has another burn to the ground that we know about. He has to double jump here to not die. Fireball you. If you haven't used the official forums or the Hex subreddit, either of those are good places to ask questions like that, Loki. They both have the official forums has a deck building section, and the subreddit should have some people that are willing to help as well. The official forums use your same login that you use to log in to the main your main Hex account, so you already have an account there even if you didn't know it. I think I want to bring in Zygamot's game in this matchup, especially on the draw. I think I'm going to board out the Psychotic Arsonist on the draw and bring in the Zygamot's game and the Riposte. I wouldn't hate a couple of these, actually. No, I think I just want all the removal on the draw. Yeah, let's submit like this. It'll be a little bit more of a controlling deck on the draw. So communities by default get worse the larger they get a lot of the time because there's a larger signal to noise ratio. But the Hex subreddit isn't quite as large as some of the other TCG subreddits quite yet, so there's still some reasonable posts there. He was dead to Fireball plus Burn. Yep, you're correct. That's right. He was dead either way, but he was dead exactly that turn to Fireball plus Burn. This hand is fine on the draw. I think we've got 2 Ziggumots games. Like I said, I think we're more of a control deck on the draw against other aggressive decks, so... And then we'll just, like, eventually, like, stick something like Mama Yeti or the Matriarch to kill them. War Party Guide, yep. I think for the sake of resource efficiency, I should reach for that, but I think I want to Ziggumots game it, actually. Because once I get my own threat on the table, then my Ziggumots games become much worse. We don't have a way to advantage from killing our own things with game. No, I said the official Hex forums use the same thing as your Hex account, not Reddit. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and pass the turn here because he might Valor this guy. And I'm killing it now in response to the Valor. Because if he uses his champion power to bring this card back later, I'd rather it be a 2-1 instead of a 3-2. Alright, we hit a Shard. Mama Yeti's just going to go to town on him. Matriarch of the Flames will also do. And now, like I said, the Ziggumots game is a little bit worse, which means maybe I should have just done that, but we did get a Valor out of him, which is nice. Alright, this game should be pretty done. Mama Yeti is such an obnoxiously powerful card, and Baby Yeti's not terribly embarrassing to play, so... Do you have a Repel here? Pride's Fall, Murder? Repel, sure. You have repelled my Mama Yeti. You go to 12, put you to 8, have 5 points of burn in my hand. Reddit's basically just like a collection of a bunch of isolated communities, and some of those isolated communities really suck. So you're not wrong, but I think it's bad to generalize things. In general, it's bad to generalize. Alrighty. Yep. Look at all these decks we're playing against that can't beat the burn deck. This is what you got to do. Sometimes you can't wait for other people to be the bad guy. You just need to be the one that shows up and sets the world aflame. Yeah, I don't think this deck plays enough. You'd have to play like Scorches for Phoenix to be good, and I don't think we want to put Scorch in our deck. It's just not a very powerful card. Burning Yeti. Look at the little adorable baby Yeti. He's so cute. Such a little baby Yeti. We started referring to my youngest Declan as baby Yeti because he's teething, so he like nibbles on people right now. Does he steal pumpkins from farmers too? I mean, he does like pumpkins. Alamify is better in Constructed than it is in Limited. Like, there's a lot of things in Constructed that you'd much rather they be a 2-2 than be something else. The big downside to Alamify is that it doesn't revert like Transmogrified does. Hello? Opponent? Maybe he saw we were playing the Arsonist deck and just signed off. Alright. Someone in chat sees it. Alright, there we are. Alright, baby Yeti's hungry. He's hungry. Look at that, Echoes. You're not... Yeah, there you go. Assuming the worst of a helpless little baby Yeti. Look how angry this person is. He's got a big old smile on his face, and this guy's just pissed off. Get that baby Yeti in here. Could someone keep track of a baby Yeti damage counter? So this says this one's at 2 and this one's at 1. Just how many damages do these baby Yetis deal over the course of the game? Yeah, you accelerate. These baby Yetis are gonna keep nibbling. Like as soon as these have done 2 damage, like they're as good as a burn. Ooh, ooh! Found a piece of candy. All these speed troops. No transmog, no transmog, no transmog. Crunch! Don't mind if I do draw a card. You have a card too, because I'm just that kind of person. You could have a main deck Cluck here. Main deck Cluck here would be a little savage. 3 and 2. This is now better than a fireball. Probably eating a counter magic. Wow, okay. Eating a transmog? Yep. And this is one of the things I really love about Hex, is that my opponent knew I was playing an aggressive deck when this match started, because they saw the champion I was playing. And they had no reason to keep their hand that they kept, knowing that I'm playing an aggressive champion. So, and that's one of the things I really love about Hex is you get that information. It's actually worse for the aggressive decks, but people still just don't respect it and act on that information. Oh, you did. You did. I'm gonna burn this for good measure. Come on, bud. I just want to reach for you. No, it doesn't. I'm pretty sure Llama does not. Oh, it does revert, doesn't it? Huh. I could have sworn it didn't. This guy is so slow! And the time we've waited, we could have killed him 3 extra times and gotten to another match. Come on, opponent. I want you to burn, baby, burn. Yeti Inferno. My opponent has disconnected from the game servers. Rage Alt F4, right? No, come back! Baby Yeti is hungry! You would deny Baby Yeti his food? Their in-game name is Aluak. They must just be having condition. Yeah, he said random DC. So not salty, just random. Just connection issues. Pew. Alright, so we actually have a lot of sweet tools for this matchup. It's like my board that's 5 3-ofs. I don't think I want Crackling Bolt in my deck. I wish we could cut Baby Yeti because he's going to bring in Clucks, but Mama Yeti is too good to cut Baby Yeti. I don't think Burning Tendrils is probably good enough. Maybe I just don't want all of the riposts. I could see that. Yeah, let's just only board in 2 of those. Those are Dad's cards. Those are not Jake's cards. I gave you some cards. Where did your cards go? Maybe his connection is salty. Arcane Shield. That seems interesting. Yeah, I might keep this on the draw. This card's pretty powerful. Remember, our shards are worth points of damage in this matchup, so... Please tap out. Please tap out. Rats. Probably getting rippled or transmogged. Mama Yeti. Yeah. I guess I should have assumed he had Harvest Moon in his deck. So this is a super combo. So Mind's Pyre with this, they take a damage when we hit them. So it gets to fight our guy, but we just get to curve that into Pyre into Mama Yeti, so He's gained a bunch of life so far, though. Feels good to know this is resolving, at least. Until we get Nature's whatever. Oracle Song, sure. Let's draw 2, take 2. Sign me up. Alright, Mama Yeti is hoping to remain a Mama Yeti and crunch you for 5. Don't transform her into a lesser being. She is wonderful. She's perfect how she is. No! Miss enters play, search library for an outpost. Sure. We got a 3-3. That's fine. Still bigger than a Carnosaur, which is nice. I don't really care for limited. It was medium. The deck I drafted was not great. The person who drafted the best deck won. Like, I lost to someone who had their rare twice. Like, ooh, speaking of Empress of Ice. Now the question becomes, am I spending a fireball to attack through this? I think I am. I'll definitely spend a burn to attack through this. This is a free attack, free block type situation. We board this in. There's 3 in the board. Do I want to spend 2 of these to kill this? I don't think I do. I think I'd rather just like keep my breach in my hand. That's annoying. Yeah, I'd much rather spend these to kill this. That's not a bad one. Yeah, I'm just going to spend both of these to kill his Cluckodon. I think his deck is super greedy. I didn't play the 4th well in my 2-color deck. I think I didn't play the 4th Wellspring in my 2-color deck, so playing 6 wells in his deck, he must have gotten extremely fortunate with how his opening hands were throughout the course of the tournament to do as well as he did. I think the diamond ruby deck that we were playing at the start of the stream today, that the card that deals 3 damage to something when you make a Valor is really powerful. So I think I want to explore that some more. That's probably one of the cards that carried his deck more than anything else. But the resource base does not look very consistent. That's pretty good. Can't replay. I guess I could have reposted that, but I think I'd rather riposte something that's a little bit stronger. Like an Oracle Song or something. That's pretty good. Hey, Mama's home. So I'm dead in 2. He's dead in... This attacks for 5, puts him to 15, this puts him to 11, this puts him to 10, this puts him to 9, so I should hold this back to block. I don't know how JJ's deck lines up against the Ruby aggressive decks in the format. I think 1 Empress is fine in his deck. Like, the 2-4 stats are fine. I'm playing a Winter Moon deck, and I have 1 in it. Just rippling that. I think that swings the race in our favor, right? Now we want him to kind of attack. So we're dead in 3, because this is 4 down to 7. Yeah, we're dead in 3 right now. That's pretty good. Now it looks kind of bad that we attacked. Can't play around a 3rd Cluck, though. Right on time, Ember Spire Witch. So Ember Spire Witch says champions can't gain life. She's a little bit late to the Cluckadon party. Opponent is obviously a Mother Clucker. Ooh, that's pretty good. This fits to fight the Ember Spire Witch. Let's let him gain some life. Now the question is, does he ship these into the Mama Yeti to put me to 3? I feel like you do. I don't know though. That might be a little aggressive. He knows this card in our hand. I'm not going to play this because then it gives him the free information. Did the Sapphire Shard here. Okay, I get to play the last game on the play. Do I want the extra post in my deck? I almost feel like I do. Nah, I don't think I have room for it. Let's just save. Keep. And again, not sad that I added a couple shards to the deck. Just like want to run off shards for like the next 3 to 4 draws with this hand. Especially what this deck costs, around 100 USD. 110 platinum. Remember, if you purchase any cards on Hex Primal, you can get 5% off your order with the code JEFF5 that's advertised at the top of the stream. Save you some money, let them know that you came there from here. Yeti on 1, can't lose. Start the Yeti counter, ladies and germs. It's not another shard, but it is another baby Yeti. And we know we're not getting Karned on 2 because he didn't play a wild on 1. Rawr! Yeti damage counter up to 3. So we must have Transmog here, otherwise there's no reason to play that before you play your shard. Yay! Alright, play this. Play Matriarch, that's going to get transmogrified, but that's fine, because we've got 2 more follow-up threats that were fine if they reconnect. Yeah, that's fine. Broombot. Not even exhausted! It's like hacks, man. Rage Fires are medium in a deck like this. So, real question, do I want to play into a counter magic? I think I'm far enough ahead that I do. Especially since I hit this shard here. If I didn't hit this shard, I don't think I'd play into the counter magic here. But I think the fact that I hit that shard means I want to just be able to play Mama Yeti next turn and not have to wait around. Just put you to 8 and then you're dead to this Mama Yeti next turn. Also just like get to fireball to him in his end step. And you saw all the cards my opponent had for this matchup, and it looks like they're still just going to die. We're not playing Crackling Vortex because we're playing Matriarch of the Flames. Matriarch of Flames. Fireball you. We are just playing Baby Yeti as 1-drops currently. Every troop in the deck has speed, though. He survives with Transmog. Goes to 9 and then is exactly dead. GG's. Look at Mama coming to help her Baby Yeti close the door. Lasgar's Vengeance is okay. I don't think you play that instead of Ragefire, but I think that's definitely a playable board card if you're playing more than the 16 troops I'm playing. Love the deck title, right? Look, no one's screwing around here. We know what the deal is. Ugh, this probably isn't a keep. Yeah, Ragefire is very good at killing 4 toughness things. I think this hand's a mulligan. I guess it's got a Mama 80. I'm just gonna keep it. Let's just draw one, 2, or 3 drop. We only have 12 1, 2, 3s. I don't think every hand can have it. It's like when even shards are worth points of damage in this deck, just like every card counts. It's like this is like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage in our opener, basically. There's the Malice. Sure, we're just going to Ragefire his Dome next turn. This is actually a card that can let him keep up with us a little bit. There's Matriarch of the Flames. Just gotta believe, ladies and germs. Just gotta believe. If he leaves up Hero Fall next turn, hopefully he doesn't have double Hero Fall. Because she's got speed. She's a quick lady. Light him up. Oh, doesn't have Hero Fall up. Rotcast would kill this, though. Takes a charge. See if we put some spiders into my deck. Come on in. Ace is somebody who watches the stream a lot. He's one of the subs, and he knows this matchup's bad for him. If he has Rockcast here, and if he's Rockcast into Hero Fall, he's got a real chance. No, you're supposed to tap out. Huh. I think I'm going to play the Psychotic Arsonist here. Because I'd rather the Mama Yeti connect, I think. I think whichever one I play is getting Hero Fault if he has it. Another Mama Yeti. That... yeah, it's a little awkward. Let's pass here. Hopefully just like Extinction's a Psychotic Arsonist. That would be great so we can play the Mama Yeti and not get a Hero Fault next turn. So this gives him a Dread Banner, which gives him a Dreadling every turn. And the Dreadlings he can sacrifice to Malice to gain life and draw cards, so... Wellspring for 1, so definitely leaving Hero Fall up here. I think I want to wait until a turn I can double Yeti. Yeah, so we already have 7 resources in my hand, so I'm just going to hold on to these Mama Yetis until the turn I can play both of them, because I would much rather not get one Hero Fault and get the other one taken out of my hand. It's really unfortunate that he has this up, because now I can't Burning Tendrils his guys. I'm just gonna hold this Burning Tendril for a turn where he can't sacrifice it. Actually, I'm gonna Burning Tendrils this other one. Actually, I'm going to put a stop on his main phase, so if he goes to pass priority without sacrificing it, we're gonna make him sacrifice it so we can stick Mama Yeti next turn. What's the matter? Do we need a snack? Alright, yeah, I'm gonna Burning Tendrils this to force him to tap out, basically. And he's gonna sacrifice it to this so he gains 2 instead of losing 2. I mean, we're playing Crackling Bolts. Yeah, we're already playing all of the damage spells. Rage Fire is here because we're already playing all of the damage spells. And then hopefully having 2 troops in play encourages him to Extinction us next turn instead of Hero Falling Mama Yeti. 2 more Fireballs. So we're hitting him for casual 7 here, down to... Crack him for 7, down to 9. He is gaining life on his turn, though. And we've got 6 points in our hand, and we've got 2, 3. We'll probably draw another shard at some point. There's a Matriarch of the Flames that's hopefully going to make us a burn to the ground. Makes another Dreadling. So next turn we go Matriarch, play a Ruby Shard, Mama Yeti if he doesn't Heroes Fall this one. And then when this attacks we get a burn to the ground in our hand, which is great considering we've got 7 resources already. So he gained 4 there, drew some cards, there's the Extinction. So yeah, so we're cracking him for 9 this next turn, so let's continue. He's just dead, right? I just go Fireball, Fireball, Matriarch, Shard, Mama Yeti. This deck is silly. Teach these people not to play their clunk. He just said, I'm just dead, aren't I? I was like, yep, Mama is angry. Alright, what are we doing here? Burning Tendrils is not good. I think Riposte seems good. I think Ember Spire, which is probably fine. Burn doesn't seem stellar, so I'm going to cut 2 of those and bring in 3 of these. That seems fine. Bolt for Vamps. Does this deck run Vamps? I guess that's fair. I don't know if he runs Vamps or not. Oh, I just can't get off of keeping these hands. We're going to hit this time. Last time we didn't hit. That means we'll hit this time, right? Zegamots might be good in this matchup. Maybe. He doesn't really have artifacts. Zegamots doesn't hit constants. Yay! Yahtzee! Ooh, that doesn't cast Inquisition or Rock Cast to take away my Psychotic Arsonist. You could have Withering Touch here. Oh, jeez. Jeez. Just that sweet, sweet 1-2 speed dork curve. Baby Yeti upgraded to as much damage as Burn does. Yep. One shot, can't lose. I feel less bad keeping 1 sharders when I have 24 shards in my deck. Oh no, don't kiss the cook. That's no good. Alright, he has to block again. He has to have removal again here. Knock him down to 16. He extinctions us. We draw a shard. We Mama Yeti him to 11. And then we've got all this damage. Oh, yeah, they're extinct. Ruby shards on top of the deck, though. Ruby shards on top of the deck, though. Woo! Mama is upset you killed her baby. I think if I was playing like one more 4-Ev troop, I'd be excited about Vengeance, but with only 16 troops, I think it's a little bit medium. Ah, Mama Yeti! And now he's at 7, and we have 8 points of damage in our hand conveniently. Weird. Weird. I'm gonna put a stop in my ready step to let him know that we had all of this before we drew. Fine, I'll respect your stupid aggro deck. Alright, I'm gonna run and grab Jake a drink really quick and a snack, and then we will continue setting the ladder on fire. I'll be right back, folks. Thanks for hanging out. You guys can get some chips. Would you like some? Jake. Be careful on that chair. Water. Delicious barbecue chips. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the short break. As you are unaware, I'm a father of 2. And my youngest is napping right now, but my oldest is awake. Alright, I think it's probably fine. Burn and Crackling Bolt are good to have against Yodel. What's not good to have against Yodel is 17 life. So, we'll see. This matchup might actually be bad for us. Psychotic Arsonist. Yeah, don't want to take 2 from that. Arsonist is great. It's a very powerful card. People that told you Arsonist wasn't powerful are very silly. I'm going to go ahead and fire this off upstairs. Opponent's not playing one of my configurations of Yodel because my builds don't usually play Psychotic Arsonist. Another Arsonist. Okay. I couldn't have played this Fireball anyways. That's why I just went ahead and played the Crackling Bolt on my turn. Rage Fire will be able to kill this. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Rage Fire this guy here, and then we can hold the Fireball up. Just go ahead and blast our opponent here. Put him down to 12. It's possible I'm supposed to Burning Tendrils that, but I kind of wanted to leave Fireball up in case he has another threat. Yeah, the Blood Diamond versions of those cards should be really sweet. I'm excited for those too. Okay. Well then, yeah, I'm just going to Fireball his Dome here. This lets both players draw an additional card. I wonder if he has Mind Spires in his main deck. We get a shard for this, we'll just jam it down his throat. Alright, we did not hit a shard for that. If I just Crackling Bolt him to 6, then Baby Yeti him. Yeah, I think I'm supposed to do that. Let's just go ahead and Baby Yeti first. And we could die on our opponent's next turn. Very, very real chance that we die next turn. So let's see if they kill us from 15. Hopefully not. Wow, he's just passing back? Alright, come on. Ruby Shard. Ruby Shard? Yeah. Alright, play this. Play Mama Yeti. And then hopefully if he has to spend 2 burn spells on Mama Yeti here, he doesn't have enough gas to kill us. I guess he could like Burning Tendrils plus burn it. Fireball plus burn is good for us though. Just gets those cards out of his hand while this is still nugging him. Yeah, if you look, they posted the top 8 deck list from the Cosmic Crown Showdown this past weekend on the main Hex site today. And it includes Kagalichu decks. I really don't mind shards, Crackling Bolts, burn spells here. Yep, so start on Matriarch. Play this Ruby Shard out so he can't burn it. Opponent concedes. Alright, so I actually don't think I'm always torn on how many Burning Tendrils I want in this matchup. I don't think I want any Psychotic Arsonists on the draw. I think I want all of the Ripostes. I don't think I hate Emberspire Witch. It blocks his guys because it has Swift Strike, and he probably has life gain in his deck, and we don't. So I don't think I hate that. I also don't hate Zigamot's game in case he's playing some of the more traditional artifacts. Do I not want Rage Fire in this matchup? That seems wrong. I'm going to trim 1 Burning Tendrils and bring in 2 Ember Spire, which is just like drag the curve down a little bit. See how this feels. I had some recording issues. Correct, yeah, the Matriarch buff doesn't target, so you can't respond to it. Hand seems fine. Yeti on 1, Reach Fire to kill his threat on 2, Burning Tendrils to kill follow-up threats. Maybe, I mean, like, so the way you have to look at it is that we have to draw the 3rd Rage Fire before they do more damage than drawing Crackling Bolts. So, like, if you've drawn 3 Rage Fires, you do a total of... If you 2 Rage Fires do a total of 6, 2 Crackling Bolts deal a total of 6, but you get charges towards... So, like, our Crackling Bolts are basically doing 4 because they're each a charge towards our champion power here. Yeti had 1, can't lose, right? His only troop is Arsonist. Okay. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe I should cut more of these. So it's more resource efficient to play one of these, but I think I'd rather just like start getting damage in off my baby Yetis. Okay, so we're just both drawing 3 cards a turn. Hey, another baby Yeti. Okay, so do I Matriarch of the Flamesayer? I don't think I Matriarch because he could have Fireball here. Since Plinth, for those it's your first time by the stream, I'm a software developer, so I use Linux on all of my personal computers at home for the development stuff I do, and I'm running Hex on Linux using software called Wine, which is kind of a Windows compatibility layer to run Windows software on Linux. And it causes some small graphical issues like this, but for the most part it runs fine. We could die this turn even without his champion power, but hopefully not. So Heart of Fire says, whenever an action or constant you control deals damage, yeah, we're probably dead here, deals damage to an opponent, you gain resources equal to that. So now all of his actions just make resources with this Heart of Fire, so he just gets to empty his hand here. Are we dead? Down to 8. You can deal 8 with your last 2? Nope, concedes, alright. 152. Setting the world ablaze. Yeah, if he had a blood threshold, we probably would have died. I would like to go first. I would like to replace this one-shard hand on the play. I would like to keep this hand that has Baby Yeti on 1. We have Baby Yeti on 1, we can't possibly lose. Oh, that bug is just a general bug? Okay. I just assume any issue is related to the operating system. I'm going to mute myself while I eat some of the chips I brought down for Jake. He has plenty. Oh, oh. And then if Baby Yeti dies... How flavorful would it be if Mama Yeti got better when Baby Yeti dies? I mean, this card's already broken in half, so it doesn't need more, but I think that would be flavorful. And again, pretty happy we're up where I increased the number of shards in this deck. Basically just want to draw shards for the next 2 to 3 turns at least. He said, I'm upset to be playing you while I'm playing Total Garbage. I was like, people playing Total Garbage is the reason I am playing what I am playing. If we draw a shard here, we're in a great spot. If we don't, it's a little awkward that we spent the last Rage Fire. God bless you, Kismet. Burn this rabbit to the ground. Baby Yeti can get back in there. Yeti's officially dealt 3 damage. I feel like any game Yeti deals 3 damage, it was more than worth its slot. Do I want to play Mama Yeti into a removal spell? I don't think I do. I think I just want to, like, crunch him here, and he might spend a hero fall on this Baby Yeti. I also just don't want to play Mama into a... I don't want to play Mama into a Extinction. It's possible I should have held that Rage Fire in case... Wow, that's aggressive. Wow, just pay. He scrounged it. Alright. Now we'll make him have it. Have any questions about specifics? OSTN, feel free to ask. But otherwise, that'll be a good resource for you. So what is this deck bad against? I don't know. When we figure out what it's bad against, maybe we'll play that. Until then, I'm going to keep lighting people on fire. You want some more chips? You brought your bowl over? Good asking, bud. And by asking, I mean you were going to help yourself, but Dad will help so it's less messy. Here you go. Do you want me to wipe your hands? You don't like that your hands are messy? Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Thank you for the 3-month resub, hilarious Max. Or the 6-month resub. Half a year. Long time. Perfect. Here. Crunch chips. You can sit on Dad's lap, but you're not eating chips on Dad's lap. Ugh. Our poor, sweet baby Yeti. He was so young, he hardly had a chance. Oh no, this gains him life, right? So, hopefully it rips up the kill of this turn. Rage Fire does it, Crackling Bolt does it, Fireball does it. This is whenever a spider enters play under his control, it deals the damage and gains life equal to damage dealt. So Dreadlings are spiders, so this gains them a life every turn. Oh no! Oh no! Psychotic Arsonist! I'm going to attack with this because it's not necessarily a free block while we have a card in our hand. He might also spend like a Hero Fall on it. Yeah, I think he's priced into blocking. Yeah. Must attack, start of your turn, create Dreadlings. Ooh, jeez. So we're basically dead next turn. Really need to draw like Burning Tendrils. Burning Tendrils is lethal here. I think that's about it. Rage Fire's lethal. Tick, tick, boom! Tick, tick, boom! So, Rage Fires, for those that don't aware, the first one does 2, and then the next one does 4, and then the next one does 6, and that was the third Rage Fire we played that game. I'm going to put Ember Spire Witch in my deck. Riposte doesn't seem awful. Burning Tendrils seems medium. I guess I really don't know 100% what we're playing against. He had 2 different 1/4s in his deck. So Psychotic Arsonist doesn't seem stellar, especially on the draw. Let me bring in these. Leave 2. Yeah, let's leave 2 of these in. Or, okay, top deck in the late game. Baby Yeti on 1. Can't lose, right? So the Riposte, there you go. Yeti damage at 1. So his champion creates a Dread banner, which creates a Dreadling every turn. So if we miss drawing a 2-drop, which we did, we boarded out some 2-drops, so it's not to be unexpected. Let's go ahead and just Crackling Bolt his Dome here, and then get in with the smallest Yeti of them all. Yeah, that's fair. Bulletproof. I did give myself fewer outs because of that. I hold shards too often in this game. I need to stop doing that. So this puts him to that. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage in my hand. I think I should attack with this and like offer the trade for this plus a Crackling Bolt. I think that's fine. Because this gives him life every time he puts spiders into play. So we think dealing a Crackling Bolt on this is gonna net us points in the long run. So our champion for 4 charges deals 4 damage to an opponent. He gets his Dread banner out. Oh, he must have played a Crackling Vortex at some point. I'm going to play Baby Yeti out here in attack instead of playing the Mama Yeti because he has resources up to just kill it. I think he's less likely to kill an innocent little Baby Yeti. Look at that. It's 6 soul reads on that. Mama's primed for an attack after that. He's going to sack this to gain 2 life and draw a card. It's just an innocent little baby Yeti. It could barely defend itself. And you murdered it. Alright, now we're not going to play around the second one. He's got it, he's got it. We'll get to play the last game on the play. Yep. No! Hero Fall! All of the mamas are gone. So Hero Fall takes all of the mamas out of our deck and voids them, so we will not be top decking Mama Yetis this game. Probably dead to this combination going. I suppose we could draw an Ember Spire Witch, and he might not have a way to interact with it, and then that could possibly win us a game. God, that's still in his deck post board? That's so greedy. This card, if he scrounges it, draws 2 and loses 2 life. Huh, that's the reason to keep Burning Tendrils in the deck. It is essentially surgical murder. That dies, so he's holding up removal here, which is smart. Hopefully him holding up removal gives us enough window here to kill him. Doesn't look like it. I guess we could theoretically hit Crackling Bolt to kill him next turn. We go Fireball for 3, Crackling Bolt for 3, this for 4. He's only gaining 2 this turn. Isn't quite surgical murder because the Mama Yeti he actually killed goes to our crypt. But it does take the rest of them out of the deck. So Crackling Bolt's out here. Ember Spire Witch with him out having removal is a way for us to continue playing the game. Matriarch of Flames, if he doesn't have spot removal, creates a burn to the ground, which is a way for us to get back in this game. Looks like we're getting Hero Fall, yep. I'm just going to go ahead and pack it in. He's gaining 4 and drawing 2 extra cards in his next turn. We're going to put all the 2 drops in on the play. Cut these Burning Tendrils. They didn't seem particularly good. I cut the burns too. Yeah, I'm going to cut all the burns and leave 2 tendrils in. He's got enough guys that does help us push through. Arsonist on 2, Matriarch on 3, what's not to love? He says I don't have a sideboard. That's probably less than ideal. Arsonist is speedy. And he's such a good guy, he lets both of us draw cards. Just such a polite arsonist. Just like you draw a card and we draw a card. Ooh, a piece of candy. No Yeti on 1, can't win, right? There's not any Yetis in our hand altogether. You have a rock cast? Botanist. Probably dead. It's gonna go Shard Matriarch. Alright, let's us both draw cards. So next turn we go Shard, make this a 4/4. This is probably getting Hero Fall, I'd imagine. Yeah. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to Rage Fire him before I hit with the Arsonist because I want a chance to redraw these Rage Fires. So this puts him to 12. This puts him to 8. This Has 6 points of damage in her hand while he's effectively at 8. Look at that. Tick, tick, boom. Tick, tick, boom! Got a baby Yeti. We can now win the game. Welcome back, Marty. Thank you for the support. Light him up. He's on fire. Light him up, up. Light him up, up. Ba-da-ba, ba, 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 ba. 146, top 100. We're coming for you today. Yeah, you can't draw step things in Hex like you can in Magic. Huh. 10 literally doesn't do anything till turn 3. That's probably not good enough, especially on the draw. I think I'd keep this on the play. This hand's better because it is Crackling Bolt on 2. Oh, I was on the play. Oh, I'm a big dumb stupid. I had to kept that other hand on the play. I was getting Jake chips, and I'm sorry. I apologize. Ignore the stupid man who said he would keep his hand on the play and then mulliganed it. Okay, Marty, I'll catch you around. I'll see you on Discord. I'd like to say thank you to everyone that is hanging out here today. Looks like we got like 180 people. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Tuesday here with us, morning, afternoon, or night, whatever time it might be, wherever you're at in the world. So I think this fireball is going to his dome, unless he has a whirling brutalizer. So I'm just gonna take our Angus. Is that Angus? Angus. So if he has a whirling brutalizer, we want to fireball that. If he doesn't have a whirling brutalizer, we're probably gonna fireball him. It's Wednesday in Australia. Fair. All right. And if we ready with Mama Yeti, we are probably going to kill him. Mama Yeti's hangry. This card is super powerful. You have to kill this, right? Yeah. Okay, Burning Tendrils isn't the worst way to kill it, plus something else, so like it's gotta... Wow, that's rough. Mama. Mama gonna eat him. Puny human. Puny orc! You make Mama Yeti very angry, puny orc. Alright. So on the draw, I'm boarding out the Arsonist. I know Ace, so he's probably playing my configuration or one of them, so the likely has a lot of life gain. So I'm going to bring in the Ember Spire, which is... I think I want the Rapace as well. Do I want Rage Fire in this matchup? I feel like I don't, actually. I'm going to cut these and bring in 2 Zygomots games on the draw, too, just to be like more of a control deck. He must not have had another 1-cost burn spell, and he was just playing the Burning Tendrils to deal damage to my face. Yeah, I think the deck building restrictions are sweet. Like, there's like 0% chance we play Baby Yetis if they aren't required for Mama Yetis. Don't tell her I said that, though. We love you, Baby Yeti. Baby Yeti, you're the best, Baby Yeti. Baby Yeti on 1, can't lose. There's some of that life gain we've heard so much about. A Jankbot, Mom. Mom, no, Mama Jankbot, come back, Mama Jankbot. Rawr. Jankier bot. Alright, didn't get burned. I mean, I laddered a lot at the end of last season with, or like the middle of last season. We were winning a lot of matches with Jankbot. I actually wrote about it for the main site. Well, I was going to go back and forth about whether or not I wanted to play this Matriarch this turn, but the fact that we drew another Matriarch means we definitely want to play her out. Next turn, we just play another one, play a shard, make them 4/4s, crunch. It's probably dying. Yeah, I was playing a Jankbot deck for a little while. You can find it on my deck drill down on the site. Man, we're gonna lose this game. Man, I thought for sure we were far enough ahead. I guess not. Wait, are we gonna lose this game? No, he didn't, because we have... Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I didn't... I was counting on him gaining life with this. Yeah, I was counting him as being at 17 from this, but he couldn't do that when he played the Brutalizer. Maybe Gain Life was a play there. Yeah, I think so. You know, I wonder if my deck from... I feel like my deck from the Showdown probably has a pretty reasonable matchup against this. We've got a lot of blockers on the ground. We've got things that are difficult to kill. We've got like 3/4s and 4/4s for 3. It's got Soothing Breezes in the reserves. That deck has a harder time with the wild decks, though, so it's tough. It's like a pick what you want on. This deck runs over a lot of the wild decks, though. Hope everyone who's watching is having a good time today. We are watching the world burn. I did Immortals. He's been BSing with me, and I think the 5K this past weekend finally pushed him to jump in. He actually picked up this deck that I'm playing right now. He asked me for what I think, what I thought was the best deck to get in and get started with, and I linked him this one. Oh, we've been keeping these hands all day, right? Just like always keep every time. I feel like your mulligan philosophy in hands like this should be always keep or never keep. And we've been keeping, like, this hand just runs off shards and it's just probably unbeatable. You want your hand wiped? Alright, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Moment of truth! We're just the unluckiest. Don't play it, princess. Don't have vampires. Don't have vampires. Okay, sure. I'm going to cast this burn at his face, because if we hit a shard, I want a Psychotic Arsonist and not have to discard. Hey-oh! Hey-oh! What do you want? Do you want this? Alright, how dead is he? Scale of 1 to dead, where are we at here? Is he dead next turn? Rats! Does that prevent him from being dead? Oh yeah, because he can do this over to here. That's really good. Casual 6/5 Vampire Princess. That's unfortunate. So yeah, just have to kill this. Turns this into an unbound one. Attack with both our guys. He can eat the Psychotic Arsonist, but then this flips back. Maybe I'm just supposed to attack with the Baby Yeti here. I can see that being true. So this deals damage and Chain transforms back. Do this here, put him down to 6. I feel like he probably wouldn't eat the Baby Yeti there. Oh, do you need your hand wiped some more? Jake. Jake. So, Jake's 2 favorite kinds of chips are Doritos and barbecue chips, and he hates having powder on his hands. Alright, so what am I doing here? I think we're offering Mama Yeti to the hero fall here because we have another matriarch in our hand. Yeah, so if he hero falls, it would take the other matriarch out of our hand, and I think if he has, he's going to burn in here on the Mama Yeti. Just as a kill. Okay. So this would have been fine to have played out. Disciple, sure. So this matriarch, if it gets to even just attack next turn, it's going to make a burn to the ground. Okay. Yep. That's a pretty sweet interaction. Do you sacrifice that to get the trigger there? So we're taking a lot. Are we just dead? We're just going to be dead to these 2 next turn, right? Wow. It's going to be a turn slow. Because all these are going to die, which will turn this into the unbound one. That's 2. Alright, I guess he has to block here. And that flips this back. I think we're still just dead. He could mess up and not block, I suppose. Yeah, he's just like 10 out of 10 to block there. Oh, and this is just 3 toughness, right? Yeah, we're dead. A little too quick. Alright, so what am I doing here? Definitely want the bolts in my deck. Probably has VKs in his deck too. I'm going to cut the burns. I'm going to bring in a riposte. Probably has sweepers. Let's try this. Okay, we get to be on the play this game. This hand's the low end of keepable, I think. I don't think I'd fault anyone for throwing this back. It's possible it's just strictly correct to throw it back. No, baby Yeti, what are we doing? I know! All of our life decisions have been poor! Okay. Okay. Hopefully he's just playing kills and not hero falls. Again, if he hero falls, this is going to take the other one out of our hand. Which does not feel great. I mean, if he does that, we'll just Burning Tendrils plus Fireball the Princess. I'd much rather just start pushing through his stuff. If he's got the Princess on 3, he's got the Princess on 3. Like, not advancing our game plan to play around something he might not have doesn't seem like what we want to be doing. Tech for 2, I assume. Huh. That means jumping next turn? Not attack means you have to block, right? Otherwise you just missed a point of damage. It's the no attack, no block play that gets you every time. So next turn we play Second Matriarch, we play Shard, we crunch for 8, we use the Arsonist to shotgun his face. If he plays Vampire Princess here and activates his champion power off this Dreadling, we go Burning Tendrils plus Fireball to kill it, then crunch him for 4. Elwins, if you don't want non-games, don't play TCGs. My opponent said they're stuck at a prompt. They're going to reconnect. That's interesting. The fastest rank climbing deck. I can take out a Shards Terry. I think this deck that I'm playing is fantastic. Thanks, Immortals. I appreciate it. So something I really wish I would have done that I didn't think about is I wish I would have recorded all of the testing that Mike and I did for the Cosmic Crown Showdown. And next time we have a large Hex tournament that we spend a couple of days testing for, we're definitely going to do that. We're playing 24 shards in this deck. I was actually kicking around maybe doing a weekly like deck fixing where subs submit Hex decks and we take and play them once a week. I think that might be something that people find of interest. May or may not be something we make time for. Alright, so we're two turns away from empowering this. Go ahead and pass here. Getting attacked for 5 here. Probably just going to fireball him and then empower Burning Tendrils on this 3/4 on his turn, and then he's down to just 1 power on the table, which is nice. What is this? It says rage 1 for each troop in your crypt. Yep. It says rage 6. Alright, well, let's fireball you, and now we're killing the 6 cost. That's going to put lethal on the board. Bonus deck is sweet. There's a lot of really sweet decks. Like I said, it's the very beginning of the format. My brews weren't going well today, so we're just playing a deck that's like has a high raw power level. I also kind of want to get into the top 100/64 of the ladder. So that way when we're only winning 50% of our matches, we can... So we're taking 5 right now. So a lot of draws that kill him here. We'll see if we find one. Less draws that kill him if he has a removal spell. If he doesn't have a removal spell, we have a ton of them. That is one of our cards that kills him. AKA TC3, thank you for the new support. I appreciate that as a new sub. My toddler is so funny. All right, I'm gonna sideboard really quick here. Then I'm gonna go over there and wipe my kid's hands. I think I'm pretty happy with how we boarded actually. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save. He just finished it, so I'm gonna go grab his chips. Thank you for the brand new sub, AKA TCK3. You've been around for a while, and I appreciate that next level of support. I mean, Baby Yeti on 1 can't possibly mulligan, right? Immortals, there should be a couple-day grace period. I forget how long the grace period is, but double check if you can't see it. Let me know, and it should refresh pretty quickly once you resub. But there should be a few-day grace period. Alright, come on. Come on, arsonist. Come on. Daddy needs an arsonist. We need to burn this place to the ground. Burn this place to the ground. That's not an arsonist. That's sadness. Sadness on the stack. I'm just going to crackling bolt his dome here. Just use our resources. This is probably a monsoon, I'd imagine. Just a random 2/3 that blocks my Baby Yeti. So we're going to Burning Tendrils the crap out of that. Hopefully hit a shard for this. Sweet. So Burning Tendrils U puts you to 11. Champ Power U puts you to 7. Baby Yeti U puts you to 6. Kill you with Mama and Baby next turn, possibly. Unless you have a vampire, of course. Alright, 137. Moving on up. Boo-doo-doo-doo. To the top 100 of the ladder. Do-do-do-do. Boo-doo-doo. Baby Yeti! Mama Yeti is such a powerful card. Such a powerful, powerful card. We are playing Mono Ruby Aggro. You can see there's a button in the information on the stream that says Hex Decks. If you click on that, it will take you to a page that has all of my public deck lists on it. Hey, it's in the evening in some places of the world, and it's Wednesday in Australia, as someone pointed out earlier. And thank you to all 200 people for hanging out here this afternoon, regardless of what time zone you are in. I appreciate you watching us battle some Hex today. I stream every Tuesday afternoon. Generally, I do Thursday afternoons. I do Tuesday and Thursday afternoons for Hex. I'm actually going to be out of town for the next 2 days, though. I'm going to be gone from Wednesday night till Thursday morning, so we're going to go first. I might try and squeeze in a bonus stream. I can't keep this on the play in good conscience. Yeah, I'm gonna go down again. Alright, I'm gonna keep it 5. Hopefully run some shards off. Yeah, it's fine. We were bound to hit some bad mulligans eventually. We were running really good. We've won, what, like 7 or 8 in a row now? Yeah, I think the Prophecy Burn deck's great. I just wanted to try this out because it's got a bunch of new cards in it. The Prophecy Burn deck, also, there's a small bug with the Thunder Fields aren't doubling up properly how they're supposed to, and that'll be fixed in the next patch, which will hopefully be Wednesday. Shards the next 3 turns, please. Womp womp. I will not be in Orlando this weekend. I'm going to be in Hawaii, actually. My wife has a business trip there, and they're paying for her to take a +1, so we are going there. It's the first and probably only open I'm missing this year, but seemed like a good reason to miss it. Despite all my rage. Actually, I should save the Rage Fire because I might possibly want to kill something with 2 toughness with this. I'd much rather kill a 2 toughness thing with this than a Crackling Bolt. So many hoopers. The old attack with the 0/1. Respect. He could have an assault card in his deck, I suppose. It's not even just sending a message. It's actually like doing something relevant to the game. All I need is shards. Whenever Shinhare enters your hand, this gets +1/+1. I'm gonna spend my Rage Fire on this. I think that's worthwhile. I think that's probably gonna kill us at some point. Tick tick boom. Maybe if we hit a shard for Mama Yeti next turn, we can go Fireball your face down to 13, crash with Mama Yeti and start going. I'm not sure if it's Bunny Oath. He hasn't shown us Diamond Shards yet. This is going to turn into a 6-3 very soon. I don't have any, what's it called in my deck? I don't have any Heat Waves in my deck. So, definitely not well suited for this type of matchup. If we would have just had a couple more cards and not missed a shard drop, might have been okay. We'll see here. Maybe he just like has all shards in his hand. This card having Crush is pretty good here. Huh. He blocked with a 1/1 instead of a 0/1. Weird. So next... Okay, doesn't have a troop. Or he has a troop and wants to turn this into a 6-3. Pass the turn. 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 Create a random troop with cost 9 and put it into play. Is this the only 9 cost? He only blocks us with 2 things. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's how this works. We actually talked about this, too. Yep, okay. So if he would have blocked... My out here was for him to make a mistake. If he would have double blocked with Battle Hoppers and gone to 6, we could have killed him. Which isn't bad for a mold of 5 that missed its second shard drop. Well, this card seems excellent. Take his combo away from him. Burning Tendril seems slow. It's like okay for crunching through his nerds, but it seems slow on average. Let's do this. You need a diaper change? Okay, I'm gonna change a diaper real quick. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out, folks. We'll finish this matchup and keep battling. Can we change your diaper, toddler? You think this is funny? You think this is a funny game? You think this is a funny game? Everything's a funny game when you're a toddler? This is probably one of the worst matchups for Baby Yeti on 1, but I think this is still a keep. It's Baby Yeti plus 10 points of damage. We would definitely board Baby Yeti out in this matchup if Mama Yeti wasn't so good, just because the 1-1. Yeah, you get a Battle Hopper. I'm just killing this because I want Baby Yeti to keep connecting. That's pretty good. Alright, well, let's just start blasting his face. So this makes his Battle Hoppers turn into 1-2s. Yeah, like this deck was like tier 3 or so. This game's done. I'm just gonna go ahead and concede. The deck our opponent's playing was like a tier 2.53 deck before. Now it just gains the Unleash the Beast or whatever that card's called. So seems reasonable. Seems pretty sweet in this deck if you can like ramp up to something where you're very likely to get the thing you want. Like all the 9s are pretty good. Like if Wrathwood Colossus is the worst thing you're getting, you're probably in an okay spot. Oh, the 4/3. Yeah, that card saw play in that deck before. Yeah, this is a keep. God. Losing the GG's Mythic. Yay, mulligans. So say being on the draw against a deck that's going to be able to come off the ground feels real bad. Baby Yeti. Woo! It's probably not even good because our opponent's playing a wild deck, but, you know, if it was going to be good, it's better on one than later. Just dust that off. Am I the daddy Yeti? When I tell the baby Yeti to come, he does? So this gives a troop +3/+3 and crush until end of turn. I'm going to play another Arsonist here because I think he's likely to have a Croc next turn. I also want to hold up Fireball in case he has a Dreamweaver Ancient and wants to play it plus use his champ power onto it. Okay, so if he crocs us here, we're going to Fireball to finish it since we have Mama Yeti and Matriarch of the Flames we want to get through on the ground. That, we really don't care about that. Going to Fireball it. So our 2/2s can continue crunching. Get Mama Yeti up in here. Get Mama Yeti up in this bizwitch. Draw some cards. And you draw some cards, and you draw some cards. Everybody draw some cards. Tick, tick, boom. Tick, tick, boom. Alrighty, so on the draw, Arsonists were okay in that game, but I think I'm supposed to trim them on the draw. I think I'd rather have this Ember Spire Witch. Okay, I'm just gonna make that swap. Red deck was making both players draw cards. Psychic Arsonist originally like nicknamed that card Oprah. It's like you get a card and you get a card. Everybody gets a card. This is the part where, if you haven't seen my stream before, I let you know that the reason why Hex crashed there is because I am playing it on an unsupported operating system. I'm running the Windows version of Hex on Linux through Wine, and I just think it's nice to tell people that, because otherwise I don't think it's fair to make Hex look bad that I'm making it run in a way that wasn't intended to be run. But I'd rather deal with the occasional crash than install Windows on my computer that I use for work in addition to gaming and streaming. Occasionally it dumps like that at the beginning or end of a game. Look at that, it's not even my priority yet. I think I can keep this. We don't have any consistent damage sources, but like Burn the Brave on one. Ali Andrazi actually just picked up the game. Scout. Look at the top one card of your deck. Put a revealed. That's bold. Just like, what if his top cards, he doesn't have a troop or resource in his top one card? Just like out. And Chloro and Wellspring aren't great for us here. It means we don't have anything to interact with him. Alright. Maybe I'm just never supposed to keep a hand that doesn't have a consistent damage source in it. Just going to go ahead and fire off this Rage Fire and get it back in my deck so we have a better chance of drawing it. So every time we cast one of these Rage Fires, it increases all damage of the other Rage Fires by 2, and it puts that one back in my deck. So this one does 4. Ooh. Clobberdon. Often lives up to his name. Fireball would be a nice draw. Mama Yeti also okay. So I'm going to Crackling Bolt this guy, but it's going to feel real bad if my opponent has Might Singer next turn. Or Dreamweaver Ancient is the one I meant, and yeah. I actually kind of wouldn't mind building a deck like the one my opponent's playing. It seems really powerful. So this card is gross. Whenever it deals damage to an opposing champion, he generates a random wild troop with cost equal to the amount of damage dealt. So he's going to get a 7-drop here for free. 6/6 Spell Shield. Yep, that's bigger than Mama Yeti. Another Mama Yeti. Alright, I'm going to play this Mama Yeti out because it blocks the Stork at least. Sorry, Mama. You on defense. Mama doesn't like to be on defense, but she'll do what she's told. We are dead. So on the play, Screw it. I'm just gonna leave the Arsonist in, just like the old no board submit OG60. And now we're definitely gonna mulligan a hand that doesn't have a troop that costs 3 or less. Keep. Burn the Brave on 1, play the Psychotic Arsonist on 2, and then everybody starts drawing cards. And you draw cards, and you draw cards, everybody draws cards. God, this is so greedy. What's the flavor text on this guy? Burn, sweet, delicious flesh, burn. Okay. Fair. Everybody draws. The turn 2 Clobberdon off of Chlorophilia is pretty sweet. Not as sweet as Crackling Bolt. We both continue drawing cards, though. So this puts him to 18. This puts him to 14. This puts him to 12. Mama Yeti hopefully deads him. Tick, tick, boom. Tick, tick, boom. See, Arsonist plays the Psychotic Arsonist. You know, they're just like birds of a feather. Trying to avoid like Cheese Smythe here. Yep, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and kill this. So that way Mama Yeti and the Arsonist can connect next turn. Oh, this is Anarchist, isn't it? I could have sworn this said Arsonist. I like to just make up and ignore letters that are in words. Especially on cards when I read them. They have not had a rebuild, so the prophecy bug is still there. I'd imagine they usually do new builds on Tuesday into Wednesday. Kid Dream Weaver Ancient Us, yep. There might have been merit to leaving this at home. Nah, that's not even true, because it's gonna have 7 power. That's a much worse 7 drop than, but wait, what does this do? Every troop you control gets 2/2 for each elf you control this turn. Is that a permanent bonus or a temporary bonus? That's the real question. Alright, just a temporary, so that's sweet. So what am I doing here? I just play Mama Yeti and Crunch? And then he's dead? Mama Yeti kills him, right? Let's do math. It's, I don't feel like doing math. He puts 4 toughness in front of... He puts 3 in front of here and 1 in front of here. And then he takes 7 exactly? Yeah, dead. Alright. Figured it out. The bug is when Thunderfield Elder and Thunderfield Seer are both prophesied onto the same card, they don't double the draw. Grinding away. I wonder if we can finish. I'm probably going to be short of finishing the top 100 for these couple of ladder matches. It's taking It's taking a lot longer to get into the top 100 than it did last time. I guess last time I jumped in, there weren't even 64 players in. Taking 2 days off, we spent like 2 days just jamming matches off ladder to test decks for the CCS, so that took a lot of my hex time away from laddering. This hand's pretty good in this matchup. We've got a couple of pieces of quick interaction. We've got a threat that will have 4 toughness likely when we play it, so... Baby Yeti on 1, can't lose. This hand was, you know, probably good enough before. Now we actually just can't lose the game because there's a Baby Yeti. Baby Yeti is angry. Baby Yeti, Yeti, yeah. Baby Yeti, he's so angry. Baby Yeti, do 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 do. Yeah, that's what it feels like to me too, Ace. I wonder if their algorithm updated. Yeah, that might be it too. At the beginning of last season, there weren't a ton of people playing nearly as much, I don't think, because they didn't think there was, because originally they didn't advertise anything as existing at the, oh, you know, this was probably a mistake. I probably should have left Burn up this turn, because if he has Whirling Brutalizer, we're just going to get ranched here. If it Whirling Brutalizer, I think he'd activate his champion power. Sweet. Alright. Not punished. Alright, so I can definitely play this. I don't know if I want to play this Matriarch of the Flames or not, though. I think I want to just, like, hold... Wait, if I attack him for 1, this is only 7. Alright, yeah, I'll attack with Baby Yeti to start. Alright, and I didn't want to play Matriarch there because if he has Burning Tendrils, or I guess he couldn't have Fireball, but Burning Tendrils would be really bad for Matriarch, and I'd much rather just like burn him out. When in doubt, burn him out. Tick, tick, boom. Tick, tick, boom. So he could have Vampire Kiss here. If he has Vampiric Kiss, he goes to 5. Yeah, I'm just going to play this and play the Ruby Shard. I think I want to just crunch with both of these. His card that he's activating every turn, Exhausting, just does a point of damage to your opponent. Alright, on the draw, we're boarding out Psychotic Arsonist, and we're bringing in... We definitely want all the Ripostes. I'm going to trim 1 Tendrils and bring in 2 Emberspire Witches as well. Seems fine. Riposte is just very good. It takes away one of their cards from them and then lets you play it. Yeah, it's very good in these Ruby Mirrors. This is probably a card Prophecy Burn wants to play. in some number. I mean, we're basically playing a mono Ruby burn deck. Our burn deck has a more consistent resource base. 2 less starting life, but a more consistent resource base. Been keeping a lot of one-sharders today, but this is not one of them. It doesn't have a Baby Yeti. It doesn't have a powerful... Doesn't have a powerful 2. It doesn't... This only has 1 burn we can play. It stands much better, and it has a Baby Yeti in it. We can't possibly lose if we play Baby Yeti on one. Oh, no. That is interesting. Huh. So, yeah, he's playing a different build. A little bit more orc-based. Baby Yeti. You dealt the damage in spirit, Baby Yeti, because his 2/2 is going to deal a damage to him. The night the reindeer died. That the night Grandma got run over by a reindeer? Look at this. This Yeti art speaks to the Mama Yeti art. There. This is the guy tormenting Baby Yeti. Mama Yeti's roughing him up. I'm gonna play Ember Spire Witch out here. He could have a burner or removal spell, but if he doesn't, that's just like checks his dorks. Yeah, the Ruby Diamond deck is ridiculous and limited. Believe it or not, the person that drafted that won the 5K. I think Baby Yeti is sacrificing himself here. Yeah, Baby Yeti's just gonna jump in front of one of these guys. Gain 2. I think I'm just burning tendrilsing one of his guys here. Burning Tendrils now in case there's Crushing Blows in his deck. You don't want to let him attack. Crushing Blow is a quick action that gives an attacking troop +2/+2 and crush. Yay! Mama Yeti gets to be hangry. What are the odds I die next turn, right? Like famous questions. I'm going to be at 9. He has to kill me with 3 cards from 9 with his champion power. This does 1 to me. Alright. Do your worst, Yoldu Mogak. And that probably doesn't mean that probably means I'm not dead. Stream appears to be fine. I've dropped 0 frames for those wondering. Okay, Kiss still doesn't let him win the game. Hopefully we draw Ruby Shard just for the Matriarch Rubbins. Just did. I'm kind of getting a little bored of this deck, but we're just like crunching through nerds pretty quickly, so I think we're just going to play this for another match or two before we wrap up the stream here today. I'd like to say thank you to everyone that spent part of their Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever time of day it is with us here. Hi. Oh. This is my oldest, Jacob. He's 2.5. Say hi, Internet. Can you say hi, Internet? Confirmed not Spike. Great. I did. He has a deck. He's climbing the ladder, and he said he's going to be setting up a stream for later. Keep. Saint's definitely keepable in the play. Not happy about Anarchist on the draw on this matchup, but on the play on 2, it's fine. So, LSV works for a company that's producing, it's basically Hex with Hearthstone graphics. I guess there's no champions in it. It's like, it's this weird, they're producing a middle ground between Hex and Hearthstone, basically. Which, you know, that's something that people are definitely looking for. It's called Eternal. It's a middle ground between Hex and Hearthstone, basically. Let's see if he kills this or not. He does. Do I want to just get in with this? So if I get in with this, it puts him to 14, and then I've got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 points of damage. So yeah, this is probably fine. It's fine. Yeah, the CCG aspect was kind of a turnoff, and the fact that their ladder is best of 1, I didn't really enjoy. Like, best of 1 matches mean control is basically never playable, and I like control decks to be playable. Is he dead this turn is the question. So we play this, makes this a 4. This puts him to 10. We burn this, hit him for 4, double fireball him. Yep, dead. And again, just same way we've been boarding. Arsonist out on the draw. Her post and the Number Spire Witch in. This deck is, yep, it's just super duper efficient at what it does. I think the Saints keepable in the draw. We got a couple of burns. We're a little bit more of a control deck on the draw in this matchup. We'll just like draw Baby Yeti on 1 and make the hand perfect. Okay, goes along with our control deck plan. Alright, Ember Spire, which is an OK2 here. I mean, Direwolf just hired up basically every professional Magic player to work on their game, which is interesting from the aspect of who's actually going to be playing it, like what their target audience is. I also thought it was kind of interesting that what's it called? I thought it was interesting that LSV is going to be working full time for WotC, doing WotC coverage full time instead of playing, since he's working for one of their competitors. Okay, probably gonna burn this. Yeah, just kill this dork. Fire Matriarch, clear the flames out here. Play this. It's possible I'm supposed to wait till next turn to do this so I can protect it with Riposte. So he's down to 11 here. He's at a virtual 14 though, 15 kind of. Probably getting this Searing Blazed or whatever. Crackling Bolted, sure. Yeah, if I would have waited a turn, I could have protected it from that, which probably would have been worthwhile. Well, I got 2 of these things now. Hopefully he doesn't just kill us with Blood Infusion devices. Yeah, I really wish I would have waited. Stop it. The tough choice between jamming the Mama Yeti down his throat and giving him his Crackling Bolt back. I think I'm just supposed to Crackling Bolt him, because then I can Fireball him at end step and Mama Yeti to crunch into him. We'll see. Maybe he might. If he's smart, he uses this turn. Nope. Okay. And now we have something to defend. Oh no, I agree. I think LSV for WotC coverage is fantastic for them, but I just think it's kind of odd. It's kind of like Coke hiring someone that works at Pepsi to commentate one of their events. There, unfortunately, is not. Their website technology is not stellar. I really wish there was a way to just, like, paste a deck list into a cart on there. They're literally the only site that does what they do. They literally have the best UI out there for it because they're the only one that does what they do. Alright, so opponents... This could be a... yeah, I'm gonna keep this. We've got 2 rule spells on the draw and a threat. I like how this deck sometimes plays out as a red control deck where you're just like, alright, kill your guy, play Mama Yeti as my top end threat to kill you. Alright, multiple rage fires. I'm gonna go ahead and just crackling bolt his dome. Oh, you know what? I probably should have rage fired him, because if he's playing Diamond Ruby, he probably has a 4 toughness thing to play here that I want to kill with a 4 damage rage fire. Yep. 10 to 1, 4 toughness thing. Yeah! God, I'm good at this. Knew the mistake as soon as I made it. Three color humans? So all of his humans have +1 power now. Mirror Knight, sure. Don't play another 2-drop. Hopefully he doesn't. If he doesn't have removal from Mama Yeti, he should be fairly dead here. Alright, Mama, time to go to work. No Martyr, no Pride's Fall. No Martyr, no Pride's Fall, no Repel. Martyr, Pride's Fall, Repel. Guess he could have Transmogrifade too. He would have done that pre-combat. Wow. Just super greedy, strictly wrong, not punished. Maybe he just didn't have a stop set up. Yeah, we're just not going to be able to race here. I think this is a just submit on the play. I might change some things around on the draw. The curve of this deck is beautiful. Just like 12 1s, 12 2s, 8 3s, 4 4s, 24 shards. Just like super, super clean. All four. It's actually just all 4 ofs. Hex takes a quick nap. I actually think the humans decks, like the one I played at the Cosmic Crown Showdown, line up pretty well against this deck that we're playing. Like, the deck our opponent's playing is probably one of the tougher matchups for us. If they're playing well. There's room for them to make mistakes, though. Like, that Transmog really could have punished our opponent if we would have gotten a reasonable 3-drop out of it. You know, like, just wouldn't have been able to block it for free. I think most 3-drops are bigger than a 2-2. And it's pretty powerful. It needs a couple of shards, but it's got a good strong curve here on the play. Just like all of our troops. R1, R2, R3, R4. The cost of this deck. I think it's about 100 USD right now. Depends on where the price of Matriarchs go. This card's probably going to get more expensive before it gets cheaper. This was like 1,000 plat. Right, Psychotic Arsonist is going to get down and hopefully propel us into drawing a few more shards here so we can curve 2, 3, 4. Hey, Themerit. Themerit? Even if we miss shards for a couple of turns here, we've got some removal spells to keep punching through. Matriarchs at 1.5. Okay. There's a 2-1 that fixes his thresholds. I think I'd rather just not play three thresholds before I played that card ever. If we had a shard here, we probably... Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and Rage Fire this dork and crunch for 3. Rough. These two are doing work at least. If he has a 4 toughness 3 drop here, we really need to draw a shard. Yep. If we draw a shard, we can bolt plus burn this. Or if we draw Rage Fire. That does 4, right? Yep, so Rage Fire to this other guy. We've had how many draws? 4 draws without a shard. Arcane Focus, yep, that's a card that was in all of my early builds of Diamond Sapphire that I quickly ended up cutting because just getting Sapphire early consistently was not worth it. Plus, you'd rather be spending time developing cards to developing the board rather than trying to set up your draws. If we draw a shard, we're going to burn this and then Psychotic Arsonist hit him, I think. Heyo. Yeah, I think getting this other Arsonist into play is better than using the Burning Tendrils this turn. He has Transmog here. He has a burn. Okay. Hey, look at that. 6 damage, Rage Fire, 2 damage burn. Scale of 1 to dead, where are you at, opponent? Oh, dead. You're at the dead side of the scale. That's nice. Tick, tick, boom. Alright. Am I changing anything on the draw? Psychotic Arsonist seems a lot worse. I've not, Mos Jeff. It's not something I've touched. Do I want to change anything on the draw? Yeah, let's just run it. Baby Yeti on 1, can't lose. We often don't want to be killing Ardent Crusader, though. If Ardent Crusader is attacking, we're probably losing the game anyways. Really, Toddler? Wow, no play on 2 is... This has to be dying, right? are your thoughts on Horrors of War? Yeah, I think it seems sweet. I think with Runir with the ramp gem, it seems really powerful as like an enabler for Horrors of War. There's also the 2 or 3 cost artifact that gives you a gem every turn, or gives you a resource every turn at the beginning of your turn. Yeah, no turn 2 play, no third shard. His hand was probably not a keep. Maybe he has a repel here to kill this matriarch. He has a transmog, he just didn't want to use on that. Well, that's okay. I actually think there might be an aggressive deck with this card in it somewhere. This card's really powerful. This deck's just so efficient with what it's doing. I haven't wanted to work on other things yet, but there's an Orc aggressive deck that might involve this card. Just retransmog it. He'd do a 2/2, sure. Tick tick boom. He goes to 9. Hopefully he just misses his third charge up for one more turn here. Rats. We're so unlucky. Probably has a 4 toughness guy here to play out its doom. Yeah, and this guy makes dreadlings or phantoms when he dies, so we really don't want to kill X. That doesn't make our attacking in any better. So hopefully we're just going to burn him out from here. Check the auction house for riposte. No, matriarch is like 1,500. Yeah, not cheap on the auction house. All right, no. Maybe I should have thrown this away for 1 point of damage last turn. Yeah, I think I should have actually. Huh, is he dead now? That's pretty good. We play this. Do I double burn this and crunch? So we have 5 ruby thresholds, so this makes a burn to the ground when it attacks. Maybe? That's tough. Wow. So he just doesn't... Okay. Now the question... Yeah, I just let this happen, right? And I double burn and then untap and burn to the ground. The worry here is that he could have Soothing Breeze in his deck. I was playing copies of that in the reserves of my humans deck. There might have been merit to spending the 2 burns killing his Ardent there, so that way I got a 5/5 next turn and then another burn to the ground. This could definitely be a Soothing Breeze. I'm going to go ahead and burn his Phantom here. Because burn to the ground is lethal either way if he doesn't have a Soothing Breeze. He could also have a Verdict to the Ancient Kings, I suppose. Definitely playing this out. I'm not going to play this into Verdict to the Ancient Kings. We're just going to pass the turn here. So now he can play 2 drops out while holding up Verdict. The good news is he's dead to any burn spell since we have this Ruby Shard. We can just poke him to 1, and then is this Ardent as well? It is. Look at that. She looks kind of like an elf, doesn't she? Another ruby shard. Has to block. He could just have nothing here. And I'm just like playing around nothing for no reason. Oh, jeez. Oh, wow, Waffle, you are completely correct. Wow, I can't believe I missed that. Getting verdicted. Yeah. Oh, he was representing the verdict so hard, too, and I could have... Yeah, wow. Punt. Punt. I could have cast it for 4+, and drawn a card off the elf, and then have another, yep. Completely missed that. Probably shouldn't have even played it in there once I threw my elf away. Because now he can hold up another verdict this turn, and if I draw a thing that can kill him, it won't, yep. You have 2 burns. Crackling Bolt. This puts me to 3. Do you have a Crackling Bolt?